In this video, we're diving into how to use Zapier with GoHighLevel to build automations that save time and improve client results. What's going on, everyone? My name's Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you automate your agency. So Zapier is one of the most popular no-code integration tools, and it connects to 8,000 plus apps. When you pair it with GoHighLevel, you can extend your CRM and marketing automations into basically every corner of your workflow. Today, we'll talk through how to connect Zapier to GoHighLevel the right way, and 10 automations that every agency should seriously consider. So do you ever catch yourself copying info from one tool to another, forgetting to follow up after a form submission, or realizing someone booked a call and your team didn't see it until hours later? That's the stuff that quietly kills performance. Not because you're doing anything wrong, but because humans shouldn't be doing robot work all day long. GoHighLevel can automate a lot on its own, but Zapier is the bridge between GoHighLevel and the rest of your software stack. That's what we're unlocking today. Connecting Zapier to GoHighLevel. Quick but important detail. Zapier connects to GoHighLevel through an app called LeadConnector. Here's the clean setup flow. Step 1, create your Zapier connection. Create a Zapier account if you don't already have one. We'll leave a link for you down in the description to get started with Zapier. Start a new Zap. Choose LeadConnector as your trigger app or action app. Step 2, authenticate. Zapier will prompt you to log in with your HighLevel CRM credentials. Then you'll choose the sub-account that you want to connect. Once you authenticate, Zapier saves that connection so you can reuse it in other apps. Step 3, know the sub-account scoped rule. This is the part that trips agencies up. The connection is tied to one GoHighLevel sub-account, the location. So if you manage multiple clients, you'll connect each client sub-account separately and make sure each Zap uses the correct connection. Step 4, pick your trigger and action. Common triggers are something like a new lead or a new contact activity, pipeline stage changes, appointment events, form submissions from other tools. Common actions are add/update contact, create opportunity, apply tag, create task/send message in another app. Sweet. Now that we're connected, let's talk about the 10 automations. The 10 essential automations. Number 1, form submission to contact plus instant follow-up. This is the stop letting leads sit in limbo automation. So anytime someone fills out a form on your website, a landing page builder, type form, whatever, you want two things to happen immediately. The lead gets into GoHighLevel and follow-up kicks off right away. The clean Zap flow. Trigger equals new form submission or webhooks if needed. The action is add/update contact in LeadConnector. Action, this is optional, but you can apply a tag like website lead or type form lead depending on where they came from. Then the real magic happens inside GoHighLevel. Your workflow sends an instant text, email, and maybe even assigns them to a pipeline stage. Why it matters. The first 5 minutes after a lead opts in is when you're most likely to get a reply. This automation makes sure that you never miss that window. 2, Calendly booking. Update contact plus create opportunity. If you use Calendly for discovery calls, this one's huge. When someone books a meeting, Zapier can immediately create or update the contact in GoHighLevel and drop an opportunity into the pipeline so your sales system stays accurate. Here's the Zap flow. The trigger is invitee created in Calendly. Action is add or update contact in LeadConnector, or in the action, which is another optional one, you can create an opportunity in your discovery calls pipeline. Another optional action is to add a tag as booked call. Then GoHighLevel handles reminders, confirmations, and no-show follow-ups. Why it matters. It keeps your pipeline honest. If someone booked, it shows up. If they no-show, it's trackable. If they reschedule, you can handle that too. 3, Stripe payment to opportunity 1 plus Kickoff workflow. If Stripe is where money enters your world, your CRM should update automatically when a payment comes in. Zap flow. Here's the trigger. Payment successful in Stripe. Action is create opportunity in LeadConnector. Action, move to paid/1 stage or create it already there. Action, add a tag like customer or paid. Now you can trigger your onboarding workflow inside of GoHighLevel. Welcome email, intake form, scheduling link, whatever your process is. Why this matters. It removes the did they pay guessing game and makes onboarding automatic. Number 4, new lead in GoHighLevel, log to Google Sheets for reporting. Sometimes you just need a simple reporting layer that's easy to share with a team or client. This automation pushes leads into a Google Sheet so you can sort and filter quickly, do quick audits, build light reporting without logging into GoHighLevel constantly. So the Zap flow looks like this. A trigger is a new contact or a new lead event in GoHighLevel. The action is to create spreadsheet row in Google Sheets. Include name, email, phone, source, date created, and pipeline stage. Why it matters. This gives you a clean, always updated data set that doesn't depend on someone exporting a CSV every week. 5. Hot stage and pipeline to Slack alert to sales. This is your, hey, pay attention automation. When a deal hits a stage like ready to close or needs call back, your sales team should get notified immediately. So here's the Zap flow. When the trigger is pipeline stage changed in GoHighLevel, filter for only continue if stage equals ready to close or deal over a certain value. The action will be to send a channel message in Slack. Your Slack message should include contact name, phone number, stage, notes, or last activity, link to the contact and opportunity if you have it. Why it matters. Speed wins deals. This turns pipeline movement into instant action. 6. Webinar registration to GoHighLevel contact plus show up nurture. Webinar leads are warm, but easily distracted. So the moment someone registers, you want them inside GoHighLevel with a tag and a show up sequence. Here's the Zap flow. The trigger is when a new registrant in your webinar platform, maybe it's Webinar Jam, Zoom, etc. The action equals add or update a contact in LeadConnector. Action, give them a tag called webinar registrant. Next, GoHighLevel workflow handles reminders and follow-ups. Why this matters. You're not just collecting registrations, you're increasing attendance and follow through. Number 7, Facebook lead ads to GoHighLevel content plus instant text. This is a staple for agencies. Here's the Zap flow. The trigger is a new lead in Facebook, lead ads. The action is add or update contact in LeadConnector. The action is tag Facebook lead. Next, GoHighLevel workflow sends an immediate confirmation text. Pro move, include the exact CTA in the first SMS. Something like, hey, first name, got your request. Quick question, are you looking to start this week or next week? Why this matters. Facebook leads go cold fast. This keeps your response time basically instant. 8. Pipeline stage change. Create task in ClickUp, Asana, or Trello. This is how you make sure handoffs don't fall apart. When an opportunity hits a stage, like need proposal, onboarding, send contract, schedule kickoff, you automatically create a task in your project management tool. So here's what the Zap flow looks like. The trigger is pipeline stage change. Action, create task in ClickUp, Asana, Trello, whatever your tool is. Optional action, assign a team member based on stage. Optional action, set due date based on stage. Why it matters. The CRM changing is not enough. Someone needs to do something. This connects the CRM to execution. 9. Chatbot lead to GoHighLevel contact, plus tag based on intent. If you run ManyChat or ChatFuel, people can raise their hand without ever filling out a form. So when a chatbot qualifies someone, pass them into GoHighLevel immediately. The Zap flow looks like this. The trigger is a new subscriber or qualified lead in the chatbot. The action is add or update contact in LeadConnector. Action, apply tag based on intent, pricing, services, booking, etc. Now your follow-up is consistent with every other lead source. Why it matters. Chat leads are high intent. If you don't move fast, you lose them. 10. Tag in GoHighLevel, add update subscriber in Mailchimp or ActiveCampaign. So a lot of agencies run newsletters or longer nurture sequences in dedicated email tools. So this automation keeps lists synced without manual exports. Zap flow trigger. Tag added in GoHighLevel. Action. Add/update subscriber in Mailchimp or ActiveCampaign or whatever email marketing tool you're using. Optional. Map the tag to list or segment. Important note here. This is where loops can happen. If you also sync back from Mailchimp or ActiveCampaign into GoHighLevel, use filters so you're not endlessly triggering updates. Why this matters. It keeps your marketing list accurate and reduces list chaos. Best practices for building Zaps. Keep this part simple and you'll save yourself headaches. Keep it simple first. Build the smallest working version first. Then add tags, filters, extra steps, and notifications. Use filters and paths. Filters stop noise. Paths let you branch logic cleanly without building 5 separate Zaps. Turn on error alerts. Silent failures are brutal. If a Zap fails, you want to know immediately. Don't spam the API. If you're doing high volume updates, add delays and avoid loops. Fastest way to break an automation is to trigger 20 calls in a short burst by accident. Document the important ones. Even a one-pager. Zap, name, what it does, trigger actions, filters. Future you will seriously thank you. Common pitfalls to avoid. Broken connections. Password changes or permission updates can disconnect Zaps. Data loops. Tag triggers, update triggers, tag situations. Always use filters to avoid that. No alerting. If it breaks and nobody knows, you'll miss leads. Automation without process. Make sure humans still have a clear next step when needed. So Zapier unlocks a world of possibilities when paired with GoHighLevel. By automating form submissions, calendar bookings, payments, documents, spreadsheets, notifications, and handoffs, you reduce a ton of manual work and you increase consistency. So start with these 10 automations. Build them in a way that matches how your agency actually runs, and keep them clean and documented so they don't quietly break later. So if you want to get started with GoHighLevel, we've got a link for you down in the description. That link brings you to this page right here where you can go ahead and get an extended 30-day free trial of GoHighLevel. So you can go ahead, create all these apps and see how they work for a month and decide if GoHighLevel is going to be the tool for you. Now, this is an affiliate link, which means we do earn a small commission when you use it at no extra cost to you. And this allows us to keep making free GoHighLevel tutorials, walkthroughs, and deep dives. So if you end up using them, we thank you so much. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another GoHighLevel video. Here on GoHighLevel Mastery, we teach you how to get more clients, automate smarter, and grow your business using GoHighLevel the right way. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you here in the next one.